All right. Welcome back to 2020 trading. My name is Kunle. I'm a stocks day trader. What that means is I find a stock that meets my criteria. I get into the stock and I get out of the stock on the same day for profit. Welcome to a recap of my trades for today. The main stock I traded today is a company called DraftKings. I think the ticker symbol is DKNG. DraftKings, it's an online sports betting company. So these guys actually have only been listed on the Nasdaq since April of this year. So today they reported their earnings, the earnings for the quarter, and this is their first earnings report whilst listed on the Nasdaq. I think they've been around for maybe 7 years, if I'm not mistaken, but this was the first earnings report since they listed on the Nasdaq, which is just they listed on the Nasdaq last month. Right, so I looked at the earnings reports. Now it took me about 5 minutes to read through the earnings report. I liked it. These guys grew revenue year over year by about, I think, 30%, if I'm not mistaken. And once I saw that and I looked at the charts, I knew that I wanted to go long on this company. This is a chart of DraftKings. So if you look here, this is when the market opened. Market opened at 9:30 New York time, but I'm in the UK, so it's 2:30, right? So it opened at 9:30 New York time. I got into this trade at 9:39, so about 9 minutes after the market opened, right? And so what I did was so now if you look at this line right here, this line at the bottom here is my identified support line. So as long as this stock was trading above this line, it was bullish and everything was fine, I would buy it. Okay, so I got into the stock 9 minutes after. I had the average price of $26.20. So now it stayed, and I was just watching it. As long as it stayed above this line, it was fine. You go here, now if you look at the bottom here, this is the volume, right? So the volume spike came in, which basically means that people began to buy it. So I said, okay, good, this is exactly what I was expecting. So I stayed there from I was only in this stock for only about 10 minutes. So as the spike came in and it went up all the way up there, I got out at 27.7. So yeah, from here to there, it was only 10 minutes trade. It was a quick scalp. So let's see what percentage that was in terms of the percentage. So 26.20, let me draw a line all the way up there to 27.05. That's about 3.2%. So 3.2% in 10 minutes. That's not bad. If you've been following the stock market closely, then you probably know that it's been a very, very volatile market in the last 2 months or so. It's been super volatile. I mean, in my 2 years of being in this market, I haven't seen anything like this. I've seen some volatility, some real volatility, but not as much as this. And even Warren Buffett, in his 70 something years of being an investor, said he has never seen anything quite like this. Anyway, so why am I saying this? I've had to adjust my strategy. So before, I used to put a lot more emphasis on the fundamental side. Now I think that in this market is more important. Well, I've had to adjust my strategy a little bit, and I'm putting a bit more time into technical. So because of that, what I've decided to do is I have scaled down my size, so I don't trade with anything near what I used to trade with, because I'm testing this new strategy. So far it's working, and I think it's going to work, but I just need to make sure it works, and it works really well. So I'm not trading with anything near what I used to trade with, and you can see that that's the result. Again, I made 3.2%, but because I didn't put in anywhere near the size, the 3.2% results in not that much money. But again, it's proof of concept. Proof of concept, if it works for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then you know that it's going to keep working. I'm just testing something new. So that's the end of the recap for today. I had 2 more trades today, BYND and CCL. They were small losers, so I still came out with a profit. That's the end of the recap for today. It's Friday. I'm so excited because this week has been, very tough. I'm going to have a really, really nice weekend, chill, watch Netflix. And then next week, we're going to be back at it again. I'm really excited for next week to continue testing this strategy. And once we're sort of going towards the end of the week, I think I'm going to start ramping up the share size. And getting really, really aggressive. And you know what that happens when you start getting aggressive? the money starts to roll in. All right, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also don't forget to turn on that notification button. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next week.